GK class, my dear students. Today we are going to learn about the national parks. Okay, the national parks of India. So shall we start, my dear students? So you can see on the screen, it is a national park topic, page number 12. Okay, it is the 8th topic of your second unit. So first let us see what are national parks and why do we need national parks, how important are national parks and what work they perform. Okay, a national park is a tract of land protected by the government. The main objective is the preservation of the environment and development of the area. For the purpose of recreation, it often features areas with exceptional native animals, plants and ecosystems. Yes, India has 99 national parks and 500 wildlife sanctuaries, covering 13.67 million hectares of the entire country. Only India has this much of area. India currently has 12 biosphere reserves. Yes, we know that so many animals have been eradicated, endangered. Endangered in the sense, for example, we know about dinosaurs. Yes, they exist at some years, right? Because of some calamities, some unnatural events happened on the earth which destroyed completely the dinosaurs, right? But we are learning about them. Same in the sense, the dinosaur is endangered. It is completely endangered. Now we won't find any of the creature like dinosaur. Okay, my dear students, same in the sense, what the national parks are going to do, they will protect the wild animals which are staying in the forest and to recreate their process, to recreate themselves. As the human population is increasing day by day, we people are cutting the trees and we people are making the space for ourselves. We are not at all thinking about the animals, the natural life, the natural vegetation, nothing. So what the government has been taken an initiative. What initiative? To protect the environment, to preserve the environment and to develop the area of that particular region where the animals have been endangered. Endangered means where they are coming to be eradicated completely. For example, nowadays we are seeing that there are only 4,000 tigers left. Yes, lions are very less. In future, for our children or for the next generations, we may just show pictures. We can't show them tiger and lion. Even how many of we really have seen the tiger and lion in our life? Only one or two, very few. So this should not be happen. They preserve them. They take care of the tigers, they take care of the lions and they take care of the natural vegetation, habitat. Okay. India has 99 national parks. The whole India is having 99 national parks and 5,000 wildlife sanctuaries. And it is also having 500 wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries means the people, the animals which stay wildly in India and they are preserved in that particular area only. Okay, we have bird sanctuaries also. Yes, there are number of wildlife sanctuaries in India. Okay, 13.67 million hectares of the entire country is covered with wildlife itself. Okay, we people are living, but most of the area is covered with the wildlife sanctuaries. And even we are currently having 12 biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves means we are reserving this area particularly for wildlife itself. We are not taking it in a human use. Okay, this is the importance of national parks. Let us go towards the lesson. Here is the description about some notable national parks of India which are given here. Read and write and name the national parks. What are the qualities of national parks, why they are called so, and which animals or what is the habitat of that national park, we can see in the next points. We have to name them. Keep in mind, the last block of the lesson you will get a pop-up box, clue box. You have to take the clues from there and you have to fill the blanks. Okay, it is one of the India's best known sanctuaries. It is located in Karnataka. It is the home to around 70 tigers and over 3,000 Asian elephants. Yes, here the first one is about the information of Karnataka. Yes, it is the famous sanctuary of Karnataka. Okay, it is best known sanctuary in India and it is the home of 70 tigers. There are 70 tigers present in this sanctuary and over 300 Asian elephants are been present. So this is Bandipura National Park. Yes, this is Bandipura National Park where we can see 70 tigers and more 3,000 the Asian elephants. Okay, my dear students. Okay, let us go to the second point. It was set up in 1955 in Madhya Pradesh. It is a tiger reserve under Project Tiger. Now the number of tigers has almost doubled in the park. Nearly 200 bird species are also found in this park. Yes, it was settled in or it was set up in 1955 in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and it is a tiger reserve. It was particularly the tiger. We can find number of tigers in this park. Now the number of tiger has been doubled because they have reserved the park. And nearly 200 types of bird species are found in this park. It is Kanha National Park of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, my dear students, it is Kanha National Park. Next, third one. It is the India's oldest national park located in Uttarakhand. The wildlife found here includes the tiger, elephant, leopard, black bear, sloth bear, jackals, foal, foal. These are the animals found in this Uttarakhand National Park. It is one of the India's oldest national park, my dear students. So what is the name of this national park? We have movies on this park also. Yeah, it is Jim Corbett National Park, which is located in Uttarakhand and it is widespread. Okay, it is having a very large area and it includes the animals like tiger, elephant, leopard, black bear, sloth bear, jackals, jungle foals and Falls. So this is the Jim Corbett National Park. Okay, it is located in Assam. The park is famous for its rare species like great Indian rhinoceros and wild buffaloes. These species are so rare that they are on the verge of extinction. It is located in Assam, the Assam National Park, which is very famous for Indian rhinoceros, great Indian rhinoceros and wild buffaloes, my dear students. So these are very rare and they have come to extinct. Extinct means at the last point. We won't find this in for the next generation, or in the future we won't find at all. This particular species are only found in Assam itself. Okay, so which is the national park? Is the famous Kaziranga National Park, my dear students. Yes, it is located in Assam and the park is well known for rhinoceros and the wild buffaloes, okay, which are coming to be extinct, to be endangered, but not completely eradicated. This national park was established in the year 1965 in Gujarat. It is a sole home of pure Asiatic lions. The area is considered to be one of the most important protected areas in Asia, and due to the rare species that it supports. Yes, it was set up in 1965 in the state of Gujarat, and it is the home of Asiatic lions. Asiatic lions are found here, and this park was particularly made to preserve the Asiatic lions. Okay, and even the most important species, they are the most important species found in India. So which is the national park? This is Gir Forest National Park. It is situated in Gujarat, which has Asiatic lions, and they are completely preserved with a very large area. Okay, next, it was established in 1978 in West Bengal of the beautiful forest state at very edge of the delta where tributaries of Ganga merge with the sea. The main attractions are tigers, monitor lizards, olive redleaf turtle, leopard, Indian rhinoceros and Lavan rhinoceros. Estuarine, the largest crocodile in the world, can be seen in this park. Yes, this is the very important park, my dear students. It was established in 1978 in West Bengal. Yeah, Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal, right? It was established near the river Ganga, where it directly merge with the sea. Yes, the vegetation, the ecosystem, the biosphere is very good there. So we can see the number of animals here. It is a delta. It is a delta point, means the ecosystem where a sea and a river got merges together, okay, at a common point. That is called as delta, and there one opposite side will be natural vegetation like trees, plants and forest animals you can see. On the other side you can see the complete water, complete sea. Okay, so that it is called as a delta. Okay, so here we find some important animals that can't be found in other areas, like tiger. Okay, tiger is found in other areas also, but monitor lizard, olive redleaf turtle, yes, leopards, Indian rhinoceros, okay, 2, 3 we studied. Okay, Lavan rhinoceros and Yestrand, the world's biggest crocodile, is found in this area, in this region. Yes, the estrin, the largest crocodile in the world, can be seen in this particular area. Okay, so which is the national park, my dear students? It is the very famous Sundarban National Park. The name itself suggests it is Sundarban. Sundar means beautiful, right? It is very beautiful and it is having delta. So the nature itself makes it beautiful. Okay, next. It is located in Andaman district. The land is covered with luxuriant and thick green forest. Important animals of this park are Andaman wild pigs, water monitor lizard, and saltwater crocodile. Yes, the important animals of this Andaman, this forest is located at Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, and this is completely of very rare animals. They can't be found in any other habitat, any other region of India. Okay, we find Andaman wild pig and monitor lizard, water monitor lizard, and saltwater crocodile is also found in this region. So which is the national park, my dear students? Yes, Saddle Peak National Park. Okay, the name of this park is Saddle Peak National Park. This park is famous for its scenic beauty. It is situated in Kerala. Elephants, gores, sambar, bison, monitor lizards, snakes, pythons, flying frogs, porcupine, Malabar squirrels, and jungle cats are some of the very rare animals found in this region. And this park has also besides a variety of birds. Okay, this is situated in Kerala. We don't know few of the animals like gore, sambar, bison. Yes, we know snakes, we know pythons, we know elephants. Have you ever seen the flying frog? Yes, it is found in this region. Porcupine, Malabar squirrels are found here. So this has very wide variety of animals. There are number of varieties found here with a large scale of number of varieties of birds too. So which is the national park, my dear students? What is the name of this national park? Periyar National Park is the name of this national park, which is situated in Kerala. Okay, next point 9. This national park has been protected since 1910 in Jammu and Kashmir, but it was declared a national park in the year 1981. It is the most famous for Hangul, the Kashmir stag. Okay, Kashmiri stag. You can see on the image the Kashmiri stag. Okay, these are the protected animals in Jammu and Kashmir. So which is the national park? It was the protected area since 1910, but officially it was declared in 1981. Okay, to preserve these animals. Okay, so what is the name of this national park? Datchingham National Park. Yes, Datchingham National Park is the name of this national park, my dear students. It spreads over an area of 1000 square kilometer in Maharashtra. The common animals which can be seen here are the gore, sambars, sloth, langur, wild boar, bears, tiger, leopard, jackal, and wild dogs. Yes, it is around 1000 square kilometer area. Yes, 1000 square kilometer. It is not less than a huge district. So here, this national park or the sanctuary has the common animals which can be gaur, sambas, sloths, langur, wild boar, bears, tigers, leopard and jackals along with the wild dogs. So, which is this national park which is situated in Maharashtra? Panak National Park. Yes, Panak National Park. Topic of national parks of your second unit, my dear students. Here there is one exit area. Information they have given to you. The newly created Bhormedio Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Chhattisgarh. Okay. So what is your today's work? You have to fill all the blanks and you have to write in your rough book that in which districts these national parks are found. We know the states. We learned about the states where they are situated. But I want where or in which districts these are situated. These national parks, these bird sanctuaries, wildlife sanctuaries, okay, biospheres, where are, in which districts these are situated. Okay, don't forget, this is your homework for today. So start writing. First fill this up and then do the homework.